Why the need to make this official? I know you don't call it a coalition, you call it a supply and confidence agreement, but why not just continue to prop up the Liberals on most motions without selling your soul, as it were, according to the opposition?
Well, it's not at all anything like that. What this is it's an agreement. It's never been contemplated, and I've never asked for a coalition, and nor would I have accepted one. This is an agreement to get things done. This is using our power in a minority government to get help to people. And the help that we needed to get to people is help that's going to take some time. And so it's not good enough to have a vote-by-vote scenario when we want to do something big. And to bring in dental care in the way that we're bringing it in, with clear targets, clear deadlines, in a phased-in manner, and so that it's practical and achievable, this required us to have some more time to do it. And we are very, very hopeful, because this will mean such a huge difference in people's life. What we're proposing and what we've been able to get to people is really the biggest expansion in our healthcare in a generation, with dental care, which will roll out this year in phase 1, and with pharmacare steps forward that will be taken next year, as early as next year, and then additional support for people when it comes to being able to get a home or to be able to fight the climate crisis and to secure some of the things like childcare, make it into legislation that'll make it permanent.
How do you respond, though, Mr. Singh, to pushback from provinces like Quebec that say the dental program, for example, infringes on their jurisdiction?
Well, we've got federal programs like employment insurance, and what we envision is a federal program to cover Canadians who do not have coverage right now and that need it the most, that need help the most, and that's what we're offering to people. Quebec will always have the right to pull out of a program with full compensation, but what we're hoping is that people will see this as a benefit. So I ask premiers that don't support this, how are you going to explain to your residents, the people in your provinces, that you're against people in your province getting dental care, getting their teeth fixed? How are you going to say you're against 12-year-olds, kids under 12 that don't have coverage, being able to get their teeth fixed? I think that's a very difficult argument to make to Canadians who desperately need this. We know 1 in 3 Canadians have no coverage at all, and this will mean life-saving support for people to be able to take care of their dental health, which we know directly impacts their overall health and well-being, and in some cases results in really serious negative health outcomes. So this will improve people's quality of life, improve their health, their dignity, and starting with kids, it's going to help in the long term as well.
Mr. Singh, is there anything the Liberals would do that would cause you to rescind this agreement with them?
Well, the agreement bakes in clear criteria that we need to see met, and that's why we have it in writing, and it's a public document. The public can see it, journalists have it, the media has it, and we can point directly to what we expect to see. So, for example, the next big step will be in the budget. We want to see the budget include the funding to achieve the goals that have been laid out, the rollout of phase 1 of the dental care program, so that kids under 12 who need it most will get the care. And that's a point that we'll look for. We'll look to see, is that being met? That's a checkpoint. And that's why we have it in writing. That's why we have this agreement. And that's what we will be looking to see in order for our sport to continue.
Speaking of the budget, though, do you agree now on upping defense spending? And doesn't that contradict earlier positions by your party?
Well, we've said a couple things. One position that I've always held and I maintain is that when we ask our Canadian forces to do something, when we send them to complete a task, when we send them, they need to have the equipment to do the work that we ask them to do. And we know there's a gap there. So to provide our armed forces with the tools necessary to do the work that we ask of them is something that we've long supported. And then in addition, we know the world is a less safe place, is a scarier place now, given the war that makes us all feel worried. Given that, we've outlined what we think would be the best way for Canada to play an effective role in making the world safer, and that's investing in peacekeeping, diplomacy, and humanitarian supports. These are areas where we have in the past invested international development, and that's where we should continue to invest, and that's what we want to see happen.
Mr. Singh, some have said you're putting your party at great risk here in some ways, perhaps rendering your party obsolete come the next election. For example, say Mr. Trudeau decides to call an early election if the polls show him and his party far ahead. Why would Canadians vote for the NDP if the Liberals have sufficiently conscripted your platform or parts of it?
Well, we can show that just a year ago, the Liberals voted against our dental care program. They voted against the Pharmacare Act. And now a year later, we have an agreement where we're getting these things. It is undeniable that people are getting these victories because New Democrats fought for them. We used our power to achieve it. And we can say to Canadians, look at what we've been able to achieve with just 25 MPs. Imagine if you sent more of us. Imagine if you sent enough of us to form a government, what you would get with a New Democrat government. If just 25 MPs can get you dental care and pharmacare and investments in tackling the housing crisis and fighting the climate crisis, imagine what more we could do if we had more. So I think it's the opposite. I think we can show that New Democrats deliver, particularly at a time when the official opposition, the Conservatives, have done nothing to help people out in this difficult time. They can't point to a single victory that they've been able to achieve to make life better. And the Bloc can't say that they've done enough help for Quebec compared to what we've done, which will more significantly impact people in Quebec than the Bloc can ever have.
As we talk about, though, inflation, Mr. Singh, and increasing budgets and deficits, are you concerned this will drive business investment away from Canada because the spending is ballooning?
Well, what we've laid out in our plan are ways to pay for this, and so that we can remain within our budget. And one of the requirements in the deal itself, spelled out in the deal, is to force the government to move forward on something they committed to do but haven't yet done, which is to tax companies that are making excess profits, particularly banks and insurance companies. Something that, as you know, we've long called for. We believe that those who have profited significantly off of the inflation, off of the rising cost of living, should pay their fair share. So we've laid out a plan to pay for this. And we're going to continue to call for additional measures, just like we did in the World Wars. After the World Wars, we had profiteering taxes for companies that made profits off the war. Similarly, there's companies, there's corporations, there's large and wealthy folks that are making money off of the cost of living going up. They should be contributing their fair share, and we're going to continue to push for that as a way to pay for these programs.
Are you more aligned with Mr. Trudeau than people might believe in terms of this deal seemed to come together like a couple of guys sitting around, talking about things over a beer? I mean, that's the characterization here. Is this two meetings of the mind?
Well, I don't drink alcohol, so that wouldn't work. But I can tell you, that I believe very strongly that people sent us to Ottawa to get work done for people. They sent us here to get them help. And I've heard from people saying, we are feeling less secure, we're feeling worried, we need help. And this is a deal to get people help. And we used our power to get help to people. And I do have to acknowledge that the Prime Minister showed a willingness to work together. But this is us forcing and pushing and using our power to get help to people.